Welcome back. The reason why you're seeing Leslie get up and down a lot is we got a new flip cam.
Yay!
And we're playing with that, and that's how we shot the tutorials earlier today. So
y'all have to tell us how, if the video is better or worse, if the audio is better or worse, because really we're just trying to make it so it's easier on you guys and us so the computer doesn't crash. But alright, so now we've got into spinning. I'm going to go first again. Goose egg. So last week I showed y'all the 2 ounces I had spun of the twisted. I have done 0 since. No, you know what? That's not true. I put the cotton leader on the second bobbin. That's
and you had to fix your wheel.
Yeah, I had a little minor surgery needed to be done on my wheel, but
that's about it?
Yeah, that's all I did. I've got nothing. Laura, on the other hand, is super spinning woman this week.
I spun a lot this week. I finished the twisted. That's it right there.
So untwist it.
Okay.
Ended up being 360 something.
362 yards, and it's there's a little skein attached to the bigger skein.
So it's a 2-ply.
But that's it.
It's very well set. It's not overspun, and I love the gray and the pink together.
I think it's very pretty. And I put all the notes up on my Ravelry page.
Is this a personal best for you out of 4 ounces?
No, it's not. The red that I did the shawl out of was actually a little bit over 400, I believe. So it's still good though.
It's better than I can get.
I'm horrible at retwisting skeins. Leslie does it for me because I'm a brat like that. I also finished, that's still slightly down because what we mentioned earlier is it's super humid in Mississippi right now. And even though I put that out to dry like 2 days ago, it's still damp. And I also finished spinning some wonderful other poppy colored fiber. It's sopping wet, and I put it out last night, and it's still sopping wet. We had a little bit of rain last night too.
But there's still a lot of moisture in the air.
There's a lot of moisture, so I didn't bring that one because it's still wet. That one's 270 yards 2-ply, but I'll show that next week because this week I've started that Sherbert kit that I showed y'all last week.
And you know what? Actually, I think that got cut out last week in all of our mini.
Oh, okay.
So we got a sheet to shoe kit last week.
You don't have those up here, do you?
No, mine's downstairs.
Okay.
Now, I've been downstairs 10 times since we started this thing. So it's 8 ounces of fiber.
8.5 ounces.
Laura
is a sheet to shoe kit.
And Nama
Yep.
all got the same one. So I'm curious to see how they're going to differ. And Laura being the overachiever that she is, don't let her fool you. She's already started on hers.
Well, I divided it and started the first little bit. I actually need to go back and weigh my little balls to make
sure. So are you going to make it stripe, or you're just going to kind of...
I'm not going to stripe it. I'm following the directions that came with it, because I want to, for the first one, at least see like how it comes out according to her directions, which is supposed to be barber poles, and I like barber poles.
Yeah, I'm going to stripe it.
So, and Leslie likes Navajo pine to stripe stuff, as you can see from behind of us.
Yeah.
So, we'll all do it differently, and it'll be lots of fun. Yeah. So that's what's going to be on my wheel.
I'm going to finish the other 2 ounces. I might spin later tonight, because I got a lot done on my secret knitting last night, so I feel like I can take a break from that today and do some spinning and maybe work on the Norwegian Rose sock a little bit. So that's it for the spinning segment. Now we're on to announcements, which is just sort of our informal everything else category. First, we actually heard from one of Wendy Knit's fans, Alejandro, and he is a 14-year-old boy in California, and he is very funny. He PM'd, he messaged Wendy and then had talked about our video cast, so Laura and I kind of talked a little bit to him, and we wanted to say hello to Alejandro. I believe he is our youngest male audience member, and the only other audience male member that we have 2, and I don't want to name the other guy because I haven't gotten his permission to mention him. So we wanted to say hello to him. We wanted to thank everybody for participating into the knit-along, because we really didn't I expected maybe 10 people to join in, because it's kind of a complex looking pattern and it can be intimidating to people.
And don't feel like you have to, like, I'm going to be really slow with this because I still have 2 weeks left of school, and this is the crazy time for me. Like, super crazy. So there's still plenty of time to join. There'll be plenty of time to join in the next month, because I guarantee that toe's probably not going to get much longer in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, this will probably be our whole summer knit along in general.
So, yep. So there's definitely a slow group and a fast group.
I'm not in the fast group. The fast group is tempted.
don't feel like just because you have stuff on your needles right now that you want to clear off your needles that you can't participate. There's still plenty of time.
Yeah. And, you know, you don't have to have any special skills. We've got a big group of people who will help you out if you have any questions or you need help picking colors or whatever. We've had a lot of fun so far.
We're good at bossing people around.
And so are the other people in our group, apparently. So another thing I wanted to touch on is last week I asked if anybody had participated in the Master Knitters program. For those that don't know what it is, because I didn't until a little while ago, the Knitting Guild of America has guidelines for what they consider master knitters. So you pay, and for each level, there are 3 levels.
It's like $90
Yeah, it's
level,
$90 for the first, $95 for the second, $100 for the third. And for each one, it gets more complex. For the first one, you have to knit a lot of swatches, I think like 20-ish swatches, and they tell you exactly what it needs to be. And so our friend Lisa, Lazy Sock Monkey on Ravelry, is doing it, and she says she's already learned a lot about her own style of knitting by doing, you know, things by a certain set of directions and seeing how it looks. So
because you have to mark your cast on edge, your bind
you
off
have to
edge,
take
you have to do
a
all
book full
kinds
of
of
notes,
stuff.
and for the first one you also have to design and write a pattern for a baby hat. For the second one, I think it's Argyle socks. And for the third one, it's like a cable sweater.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets much more complex as you go on, but I believe I'm going to try doing the first level.
I'm not.
And that's just the difference in our personalities. I would love to have Master Knitter behind my name, but
I just see you on all your stationery.
I have business cards.
Leslie Thompson, Master Knitter.
But there's a group on Ravelry too, and there's only like 1,000 people that have ever gone through all 3 levels. So
because it's very complex.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Master Spinner program.
Yeah, and I would love to do that as well, but
to
I'm nowhere near even level 1 of that. So that's one thing that I'm excited about doing, and Nancy, who is Sri, S-R-I, I don't know if Sri is how she pronounces it on Ravelry, is going to do it with me. She had already ordered the materials a while ago, and I think just life caught up with her and she didn't have time to do it, so she's going to be doing it with me. I would love for anybody else that wants to do it to join in as well. So that's my Master Knitter spiel.
A-Fair. Let's talk about A-Fair.
Yes. So we had like a town fair, a little craft fair.
Down in Hernander, which is Hernando, which is where I live. I like to call it Hernander.
It's about 15 minutes for me. And
yeah,
it's kind of a little quaint
so.
Mississippi town.
And it's got a lovely square, and I took lots of pictures. We'll put them up. And Leslie actually...
I videoed one of they had a quintet. There was like a banjo, a violinist, a cellist.
They had music throughout the day, and then they have little, they have lots of vendors, and sometimes the vendors are just like church groups. They're giving out information or selling food. So it's a very small town, very local. There's probably only like 30 vendors total. It's a lot of like hand-sewn dresses, a lot of bows for little girls' hair.
Lots of little girls' bows.
Fudge, my personal favorite booth.
And also, there is a gentleman there named John D. He has a business called John D's Wooden Things. I wish he had a website that I could link you to. I have his business card, which has a phone number, which if you would like that, you can PM me. But, because I don't feel comfortable putting somebody's phone number on the internet.
And his daughter's a spinner. She used to be in our spinning guild. And
he does
a
lot of
more weaving.
He does a lot of really great woodwork. So he's got like handmade rolling pins that are just beautiful, and Nosta pins, which Laura got one of, and
I'll show you my Nosta.
He's got handmade knitting needles and crochet hooks.
And it has gauges for the 1-inch gauges for spinning. I got one of those last year. And bead spinners.
He's got beads. That's where Laura got her bead spinner. Yep. Well, he made it. And knitting knotties. So I got a knitting knotty, and it's actually got 2 different lengths. So for anybody that doesn't know what a knitting knotty is, it's a spinning tool. And
well, it's any kind of tool, because any skein winding that you want to do.
Anyway, so this is what it looks like, and you take, I don't really have any excess yarn here, but assuming that you're winding off something that you've spun on your wheel.
I'm kind of afraid you're going to poke out my eye.
I planned to make it look like an accident. So you kind of wind it off, and you have to measure how long it is. I think this is going to be a 2 yard, but I haven't had time to measure it.